Meta is just a cesspool of scam ads. It turns out that Meta, from its own internal documents, projects that 10% of its revenue in 2024 comes from advertisement of scams. That is $16 billion, or the entirety of Spotify from the document.
What? And they're getting away with this? Why are they allowed? Why am I being mind broken in like the first 20 seconds? Why are they allowed to get away with this? Why aren't they taking actions on it? Like, I know that like no one uses Facebook anymore, it's just boomers, and they get like one shot by like AI slop. But like, they've got to put some protections in, surely.
1/3 of all successful scams in the United States originate from Facebook, and
my lord,
53% of all payment-related scams in the UK come from Facebook.
What? I can't wrap my head around this. In general, I don't understand why scam companies, like particularly from like India, where they always call you and like, oh, if I do the accent, I'll be called a racist, won't I? But like, they call you up constantly. Let's say you're applying for a job and you have to submit your phone number and all that sort of stuff. These websites then go and sell your email, your phone, and they go, it goes straight to India, and they start calling you up like all sorts of like wild stuff. And I've seen some of where it's like, they'll send you like a WhatsApp message like, hi mum, it's me, my phone's broke, this is a new number, can you send me £200? And I was like, oh my, if I was the emperor of the United Kingdom, I would deal with these people. But I don't understand why governments don't.
To really put this into perspective,
well, I guess Meta just made $10 billion, so I guess maybe that's why. All the tax they get on that.
The approximate 2.5 years that Silk Road operated made the same in commissions as Facebook makes in 7.1 hours. So how
are you kidding me? Silk Road is like the dark web, like kind of drug website. You're telling me that made the same amount that Meta makes 1 year just by effectively hosting these like scams? Is this reality right now?
How is this happening? Well, you may not realize this, but Facebook is a marvel of engineering and data collection. People that use Instagram, use Facebook,
the horrible people,
pouring an enormous amount of information into the product, and Facebook has spent billions of dollars in engineering to create the greatest ads targeting platform of all time. Now, the best part about
doesn't work if no one uses Facebook anymore
is that the actual scammers have said on internet forums that it is easier to scam on Meta than it is on Google.
I'm not surprised. Well, it's also because Meta platforms are going to have a much older audience because it's Facebook. You know, it's boomers. They're all on there. Whereas like the Google products, like say YouTube Shorts, stuff like that, it's going to just be a much younger audience.
Really a testament to Facebook engineering and just the power of using React. Now, you would probably assume that Meta's doing a good job managing these scam ads, and that if you really reviewed the internal document, you wouldn't be upset, or you wouldn't be filled with actual frustration, because of course they're doing a great job, right? 96% of all valid scam reports are just flat out rejected. They do hope to do better and get up to 75%, so hey, get
Which you couldn't hate Meta anymore. Hey Zuckerberg, how's that like VR world working out for you, the metaverse? That died a wonderful death, and it cost them, I think it cost them like maybe $50 billion. But when you think about it, that's like 5 years of them running these scam ads.
Give them credit where credit's due. But right now, it's pretty much impossible to report a scam. So if you're the lucky one and you do happen to get your report through and it's on a high value account, it takes over 500 successful reports for them to consider deleting your account.
This is chaos. We're literally in Warhammer 40k. This is the embodiment of chaos with a K. It's just like high value accounts, they need more than 500 strikes. What that means is, let me just, God, my head hurts. What that means is you need 500 individuals to report this, but you struggle to report stuff on Facebook, full stop, on Meta, whatever. You struggle to report. But it also means if you have anti-scammer accounts who are trying to like take down these scammers, well, the scammers are going to target those accounts and like bring those down. You see it all the time with like the copyright claims on the the white hackers you see on YouTube are trying to like hack all like the Indian call centers. Like they get a lot of harassment for doing that.
That means 12,500 people have to report this scam. How many people have to get scammed before somebody who spends a lot of money actually gets taken down? Now,
Yeah.
you would probably think that this has to be the worst of it, right? Right? No. No, it's not. It turns out if your account is spending 0.015% of all of Meta's revenue, the team responsible for taking down these kind of scammy accounts, they can't even touch you. So
What? Because they're making so much
you know
money.
what that means? If you make enough off scams, as long as you keep on also promoting real products that you just sell off Amazon or some crap, you can just keep on operating because you're too big to fail.
That's like modern Western capitalism in a nutshell. You're too big to fail, so you can get away with the most heinous stuff possible. But as long as you're still making some money, we're just gonna keep bankrolling you. That is like OpenAI in a nutshell as well.
Somehow that's not the worst of it all. Facebook has been promoting that they've been raising, awareness about.
I don't give a flying fuck about raising awareness. It does nothing. It's the HR of like PR marketing of like, oh, we've got continuous efforts, we're always trying to educate our audience. Bro, get that shit out of my face. You're useless. Fucking, I've been told, can you stop swearing in the videos? It's becoming very hard to monetize them when you do this. But I get so triggered. These people, I hate you. And if you think that coming out there and saying, oh, we're educating our audience is like useful behavior, I got words for you, and I got 2 fingers as well.
Safety online, and they partnered with somebody named Esteban. Now you're probably thinking,
no.
Esteban must be some sort of influencer.
Do you remember like the Esteban phone?
Probably being able to reach the youths. Yes, he did reach the youths with these lovely Instagram posts.
Oh my god. Again, it's not kids who are being scammed, it's boomers.
For those that don't speak Spanish, this is how to survive Mercury retrograde according to your sign. Now let me read you a couple of these little tidbits that Meta paid real money to get out there.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're Libra, don't make promises you can't keep. And don't share sensitive information with strangers. Hey, Capricorn, be patient with others. Also enable 2-factor authentication. How is that a Capricorn exclusive? I gotta know. Okay, I know nothing about signs, but that has to be the most ridiculous exclusive of all time. Hey, guess what? For those non-Capricorns out there, also enable 2-factor authentication. Hey, Cancers, trust your gut feelings, but be cautious with people that are a little too flirty and asking for money. The craziest part about this is that there was a marketer who thought, it'd be a great idea to reach the youth. We're going to do a horoscope series.
Having worked with these people, these types of people just live in the most insane bubble. Like, daddy, gave them a house. He gave them a car. Their lives are wonderful. They've never had any financial or physical trouble ever because everything's just been paid for. Then these people just move through life thinking that everyone is so innocent and life is so perfect. But then those people get into positions of power, and then they enact this brain dead methodology for dealing with scams. I hate it.
Where you get tips on surviving Mercury retrograde and Facebook scams. And the wild part is that there was not just the marketer who had this brilliant idea. There was also a manager that looked.
Yeah, there was a manager who proved it. There was a production team who proved it. There was a senior leadership who had signed off on them the spend, all this sort of stuff. It's chaos.
Yeah, that said. Now this is a cause worth spending money on.
Yeah.
How do we live in this moment? It's just not even possible. All right, for this next part, I need to equip the old tinfoil hat.
Yeah,
because this is gonna.
You always need to wear the tinfoil hat now.
Ridiculous. Okay, so I'm gonna say some things. First off, I don't think Meta wants to solve this problem. And
yep, I don't think they want to solve it either. I think that just from the interest alone that they can build through holding on to this money before payouts is probably way more worth it for them.
Why do I say that? Well, you may not be familiar with the Laffer curve, but the Laffer curve effectively describes that if a government taxes 0% or 100%, it gets $0. But there's some value in the middle that they get the most amount of money on.
Yeah.
Facebook, Meta, if they take 0 scam ads, they make $0. If all of their ads are scams, they make $0 because then no one will trust any of the ads and click-through rate will fall to 0. So there's some number that they can maximize their revenue
I
while
hate
still
this.
maintaining trust with people. And to me, this is proved with the scammiest scammer. To draw the attention to the company's perceived failures, an employee earlier this year began issuing reports to highlight the week's scammiest scammer. The report profiled whichever advertiser had earned the most user complaints about scams in the past week.
They win an award.
Colleagues praised the initiative, but being name-checked in the report wasn't always enough for such an account to get shut down. A check by Reuters of 5 accounts cited in one of the scammiest scammer report found that 2 were still live more than 6 months later, including one that was running ads for an unlicensed online casino.
Unlicensed online casinos. That's mad illegal.
You can't make this up. You just can't make this up.
Yeah.
You just... Oh my gosh, come on. Give it up. Come
I
on.
bet the guy who did that report got fired.
That is impressive, Meta. I mean, imagine you actually somehow got an employee to hand pick scammy people for you, and you still didn't ban them. Okay, this is not.
I love the idea that finally there's a manual human review as opposed to like AI or like these useless algorithm systems. So someone goes in and takes the time to do this, and then they still do nothing with it.
Not an automated system. This is not an AI gone rogue. No, this is one of your high-performing employees that are like, it's so bad, I need to take the law into my own hands. You have Judge Dredd working for you, and you didn't even listen to Judge Dredd. What are you doing? To really kind of close my case, I'm going to take off my tinfoil hat because I don't even need it for this last part. The documents note that Meta plans to try to cut the share of Facebook and Instagram revenue derived from scam ads.
They literally have a measurement and a benchmark for this. Hang them. Like, take them to court.
In the meantime, Meta has internally acknowledged that regulatory fines for scam ads are certain and anticipates penalties up to $1 billion.
That's 1/13 of the money that they make anyway. So they're not losing money. If they just let the scam ads continue, they continually make money. And they don't care about the brand reputation because they don't have a reputation anymore that's worth having.
According to one internal document. But those fines would be much smaller than Meta's revenue from scam ads. A separate document from November 2024 states that every 6 months, Meta earns $3.5 billion from just the portion of scam ads that present higher legal risks. They're not even financially incentivized to remove these ads. It makes me so sad that we're showing scam ads on our platform. We might get sued. At the end of the day, the only thing that will make Facebook change their ways is if people stop engaging with ads overall, because either Facebook has to deem that.
And this is the thing, like, this is why like everyone tries to use an ad block, because like ads are just getting worse. Like, they've been horrific since the 90s, and then they got increasingly like way worse. We're at this constant arms race of people trying to ad block, U-block, disconnect, all sorts of stuff. Then YouTube and everyone else is trying to like add more ads everywhere. Every so often I turn off ad block just to stare into the abyss, and then the abyss stares back into me. It's bad, guys. I hate it.
These scam ads are so bad that it's hurting real revenue, or there's just no reason to remove them because they're gonna make more money than they're gonna get sued for.
Yeah.
So
For me, if I was Emperor, I would make sure that they live report these statistics on a dashboard truthfully. This is how I would be Emperor. And I'd be like, okay, you can have your platform. You're having no scam ads at all. And anyone who posts a scam on there, and if you don't deal with it within 1 week, I'm holding you responsible, and I'm taking 10% of your yearly profit for that. And if it happens 10 times, well, then I've taken all of your profit for this year.
I think the takeaway that I have from all this is that I look out and I see Sora 2 making all these amazing scam ads, and man, Facebook's gonna make so much money from ads.
Yeah, so if like Facebook runs the AI models for doing the video generation as well,
I should buy their stock. This is not financial advice, but it is advised to press like and subscribe because it makes me feel better. So press them now. The name? It's the Primeagen. Hey, is that HTTP? Get that out of here. That's not how we order coffee. We order coffee via SSH terminal.shop. Yeah, you want a real experience? You want real
I do like the
coffee? You
Primeagen.
want awesome subscription so you never have to remember again? Oh, you want exclusive blends with exclusive coffee and exclusive content? Then check out Cron. You don't know what SSH is? Well, maybe the coffee's not for you.
This is terminal course. I know it's got various courses. I don't know if the copy actually exists. I've got no idea. That's a great video. I do really like the Primeagen. Oh, and he's hit 1 million subscribers. That's nice. Congratulations. These people can only get away with this for so long. They can't keep getting away with this. It's that simple. They can't keep making infinite money because they're not making money. They're just stealing. It's crime. It's literally a crime empire. He titled the video perfectly. We need to do something about this. These people cannot continue. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget links in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget I live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And I shall catch you in the next one. Bye bye.